Excuse me, sir. I'm from the Figueroa Street Clinic. We got a call that a nurse was needed.
Oh, she is. Urgently. I'll take care of this. James?
Yes, sir.
Don't be angry.
Mason, the clinic was busy. I left people there who needed care because I thought there was a crisis here.
There is. My life is falling apart, and I don't know why. Did I dream what happened between us? We were talking about marriage. My life finally had some direction. It had some meaning. Now, all of a sudden... Will you stay with me just a minute? We don't have to talk about Mark or marriage or anything else. Just stay with me.
No, I have to get back.
You didn't get somebody to cover for you at the clinic? I bet you did. You did.
Mason, I have to call in and tell them it was a false alarm and see if they still need me there.
I'll wait. And they won't.
Look out for Brandon for me. I love you.
Gina.
Leave me alone, you let go of me!
No, not until you tell us what the hell is going on up here.
Where's Cruz?
And we heard there was a shooting.
Is he all right?
Gina, tell us what happened. Eden could be hurt. If you know something, tell us now.
¡Déjale salir! ¡Levántalo!
Cruz! Let him up! Stop it! Let him up!
¡Alto, policía!
¿Están todos bien?
¡Sí, lo estamos!
¡Espásalo!
¡Vamos!
Michael!
Sheila, I don't believe this.
When you disappeared, we just assumed you...
Me? Dead? Never. Live and kicking.
Well, what happened to you?
Oh, not much. Change of name.
Michael, this is incredible.
Yes, I agree. So, how about letting me in? Maybe we can both sort of catch our breath.
I'd like a club soda, please. Hello, Courtney. Hello. Meeting someone?
Yes, Pearl, but he's quite late.
Thank you.
Perhaps I have you to thank for that?
Sorry, I don't know what you mean.
Well, I understand that you keep finding things for him to do.
Whatever Pearl is doing, I can assure you I'm not twisting his arm.
No, you're too busy keeping David from justice. You know, I wish I could understand why you feel this need to defend the man who killed my sister.
I think you know the answer to that, Courtney. Or you should. I think he's innocent.
Well, David always did have a way of converting certain people to his point of view. I'm speaking of impressionable women.
I think I'll ignore that.
You know, I loved my sister. And I hate knowing that the man who killed her is walking around free.
Well, Courtney, we agree on one thing at least. We both want to see justice done. I don't know why you're still so set against David.
Why?
Even Pearl is willing to exercise the possibility that David may be innocent.
Whatever Pearl thinks doesn't have anything to do with what I think. I know what I saw that day in the bungalow.
So do I. And it's not enough to convict anyone. Even David admits to being on the premises. He could have dropped the cigarette when he walked in the bungalow and found Madeline already injured.
Julia, it wasn't dropped. It was deliberately stubbed out. Something I don't think you'd think to do if you were rushing to the side of your injured wife. Well, I guess I'll leave you to your business lunch.
I guess she saw me coming.
She's already made up her mind, and I don't think there's anything that you can do about it.
They say that about juries, too, don't they? Once a jury makes up its mind about halfway through a case, there's nothing even the greatest lawyer on earth can do to change the verdict.
No dire predictions, please. We haven't even selected the jury yet.
Yeah, all I need is a couple of Courtneys sitting there, and I wouldn't have a chance.
All you need is to stop being so pessimistic.
How about being realistic? Look, when it's just the two of us, I feel your belief in me. And it's wonderful. I think we can win. No, I know we can win. Just when I'm with other people, I see the doubt in their eyes. Chances are I'm going to see that in the jury's eyes, too, aren't I? Chances are they're going to come to the same conclusion Courtney did.
Maybe I should sit down.
Nothing like a little old anxiety to get you weak in the knees, eh, Sheila?
I just can't believe my eyes. Now that I get a good look at you, I'm surprised I even recognized you, Michael. This is quite an outfit.
No, it's not an outfit, Sheila. It's who I am now.
I'm not sure what to say.
Nothing much to say. It was my choice, like leaving Boston was my choice.
Michael.
I don't go by that anymore. They call me Pearl. Hey, my trademark. Found it in an oyster one day, figured it was as good a name as any.
Your name is Pearl? Really?
Really?
Quite a far cry from Michael B. Bradford III, isn't it?
That was the whole point. Wasn't happy as Michael B. I'm happy now.
I hope so.
So, what about you?
Well, I haven't changed my name. It's still Sheila.
What are you doing in Santa Barbara?
Vacationing. Would you care for a drink? It's so beautiful out here.
You out here to visit anyone?
Like who?
David Laurent.
You know, you're the second person in 15 minutes to ask me about David Laurent.
Oh, is that right? Who was the first?
Some lawyer. He's prosecuting David in this awful murder. He must have left his card here
don't
somewhere.
bother. Mason Capwell.
You know him.
Well, I'm working on the other side, you might say. A friend of mine is an attorney for the defense.
You work for an attorney.
Well, it's an informal arrangement, but yes, I'm doing a little sleuthing. That's how I happened across your picture. Quite a few pictures, actually, of you and David
Not
together.
the pictures again.
In the bottle.
I just went through all of that with that Capwell person. The photographs were manufactured in a laboratory somewhere. Totally fake.
So I heard. So they don't have anything to do with reality, right?
I beg your pardon.
There was nothing going on between you two.
We did business together. We even took a buying trip to the Orient together, but it was purely professional. Look, I think David is a very nice person, and I'm sorry he's in this terrible trouble. But I assume the case against him is very weak if someone's going to all the trouble to doctor photographs and stack the deck.
The case against David Laurent is not weak.
Well, he couldn't have done it. David Laurent isn't capable of killing his wife or anyone else.
Hope you're right. Because my friend the attorney is sort of counting on that. You see, the one thing that would blow her case wide out of the water is if someone decided to drag a lady's skeleton out of the closet. Especially if that skeleton was as pretty as you.
I haven't been hiding in any closet, I assure you. There was no affair.
And you haven't been in contact with David?
I only just arrived. I was in Ohio to spa for the last few weeks. And no, I hadn't planned on contacting David at all. I don't think we'd have much to say to one another. And I'm sure he's got enough to contend with without renewing any old acquaintances. I just can't believe you're you. You know, I've thought about you often.
Somehow I should be flattered.
Why'd you do it, Michael? Was it what happened with your brother?
It's a long story.
I have all afternoon.
Are you all right?
Yo sí, pero ¿y tú? Estás sangrando. Tenemos que ir a un hospital.
No.
Sí.
Si tú estás bien, yo también. hija.
Gracias a Dios que estás bien.
Estaba muerto de miedo por ti.
Ven aquí, nos hemos vuelto locos buscando.
Estoy bien.
¿Cómo estás? Primero fui a tu casa. Y cuando vi a Gina...
Después de lo de hoy, no quiero verte más la cara ni oír tu nombre. Pero antes te haré unas preguntas. ¿Qué has tratado de hacerle a mi hija?
Yo creía que Gina ya te lo había explicado todo. ¿No es así, Ted?
Sí, nos ha dicho que tú intentabas matar a Eden y a Cruz.
¿Eso ha dicho ella?
This isn't the first time you try to kill Eden, is it? You want to talk about attempted murder, CC? Fine! I'll talk about it. How about you, huh, Gina? You want to talk about it, too?
I don't mean to sound like your mother, but how are you going to get big and strong if you don't eat your spinach?
What? Sorry?
It's okay, don't apologize. I didn't cook it. If I did, I can understand why you wouldn't eat it.
Julia, it's less than a week away. What do we have in the way of a defense?
Leave the defense to me. You just worry about your positive attitude.
Well, shouldn't you be, I don't know, going over testimony with me? Preparing me for what you might ask or what the prosecution might ask?
You've still got time for that.
When? I feel like we're treading water here. I mean, presumably you're out gathering evidence, screening witnesses, but I never hear about a breakthrough. I never hear about strategy. Look, I'm not saying you're not doing your best, okay?
What are you saying?
I'm saying it's going to take a lot more than a statement from you about my sterling character to convince a jury I didn't kill my wife.
If all I could offer you was a personal endorsement, I would never have taken on the
Well, you
case.
can't offer me a better alibi, can you? You can't offer me that.
Listen to me. I know how hard it is for you to have to put your faith in someone else, but it's going to be okay.
No, it's a cinch compared to the faith you put in me. Look, I should be on my knees to you. And instead, here I am pouring out all my frustrations on you, making it seem like it's your fault.
Okay, everybody's entitled to a bad day.
Yeah, well, I don't know if tomorrow's going to be any better. Or the day after that. You know, I woke up this morning and I realized something. There is nothing going to show up that's going to save me.
Don't give up. I'm not going to let you.
There were just something. Some new hope. It might be different.
There might be.
What?
I'm still looking into it.
Julia, tell me.
I stumbled into something. There may be another person who may have had a motive or an objective to kill Maplin. Certainly the opportunity.
Who?
I can't tell you. It wouldn't be fair to you, and it wouldn't be fair to the other person unless I have stronger indications. But as soon as I get more evidence, I'll let you.
So we have another suspect.
I don't have any more proof than I have against you. But at least if we introduce someone else to the jury, it might put a doubt in their mind.
Well, can't you give me any idea who it is?
No.
Well, is it a man or a woman?
It's a man.
Ah. And obviously you don't look forward to exposing this man. Why?
It's personal.
You know him?
Just don't ask me any more questions, all right? When I'm ready to move on it, I'll let you know. I just have to be very careful before I bring up this person's name. Because when I do, I am going to lose a lot of friends.
I wish I were noble enough to tell you not to use this.
Nobody's that noble.
Least of all me. Does that disappoint you?
No.
Are you always this patient?
Hardly.
You know, maybe I should just shut up and count my blessings.
That's
What do you
a
think?
good idea. A very good idea. You see, you've got your positive attitude back.
Everything I need's right there in your eyes.
Don't give up.
Will you stay with me a while? Don't go back to the office.
How am I going to get my work done?
You're getting your work done. You're working miracles. You're giving your client the confidence to go on. Don't stop now.
All right, I can stay a little while.
Good. But not here. Tired of discussing my most crucial event in my life with a room full of strangers. My room's just downstairs. We'll have more privacy there. contact headquarters, tell them everything's okay. And stay by your car.
Yo sacaré a este hombre de aquí enseguida.
Papá, si quieres escuchar a Kirk admitir que intentó matarme, solo tienes que oír esta cinta.
¿La has escuchado tú?
Gina me la hizo escuchar. Él también la quiso matar a ella.
No entiendo, Kirk. ¿Qué fue lo que Gina o Eden te hicieron para que reaccionaras así?
Venga, hombre, Ted. Ya ves lo que está pasando justo delante de tus ojos.
Creyó que Eden y Cruz se estaban viendo, pero no era así.
¿Cómo puedes decir eso? ¡Tú los oíste! ¿Qué otra prueba quieres?
Eso no era una escena real, Kirk. Trataban de que tú te delataras solo. Lo sé todo.
Ah, ya veo. Entonces tú estás dispuesta a creer lo que tú quieres creer. ¿No es eso, Santana?
Eden, ¿la has escuchado bien?
Kirk estaba en el barco aquella noche. Estaba arriba con un rifle. Y le había dicho a Gina que si ella no me mataba a mí, él nos mataría a las dos.
¿Cómo pudiste creer que no te descubrirían?
No he tenido el gusto de escuchar toda la cinta todavía. ¿Qué más dice?
¿Quieres escucharla?
Why don't you ask Gina, huh? She's the one that made the tape, isn't that right? You know exactly what's on it, don't you, Gina?
Why, you...
Come on, why don't you talk to these people? Why don't you tell them exactly what you tried to do to Cece?
Well, let me get the check and we'll get out of here, okay?
All right, can you excuse me just for a moment? Be right back.
All right.
Okay, what?
When I talked to the lady in the photos, Sheila Carlisle was her name.
What'd she say?
Well, the pictures are phony, just like we thought. She told me the relationship with David was strictly business. No hanky-panky.
I knew he was telling me the truth. All right, now what I want to know is what she's doing in town now.
Yeah, sounds kind of convenient, doesn't it?
Well, what was the reason?
Well, she said she was on a vacation.
You don't sound like you believe her.
Oh, come on. She shows up a week before the trial and then Medieval Mason goes to see her? There's got to be a connection there. You know what I think? I think she's going to testify against David.
All right, well, whatever she does, Mason is going to have to disclose that information to me before the trial.
So we got any more dirt on Lionel?
Yeah. Marty Whitmore saw him coming out of the bungalow on 2 separate occasions.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. I wish I were.
What do you mean? What's the problem? Finally, you've got somebody on the scene who is not your client, so...
Great. He's my ex-brother-in-law. I can't imagine what this is going to do to Augusta. For her to find out that Lionel is involved again with another woman.
Yeah, something more than involves. I call it kissing her head with a blunt instrument.
No way. Lionel wouldn't do that.
Well, if we think that, then how come we're dragging him around in the mud?
Because maybe we can show that Madeline had some other contacts on the day that she was attacked. That David isn't the only one that had the opportunity to commit that crime. I mean, if Lionel was there, maybe there were other people.
No, that don't sound too surefire, Julia.
Every little bit helps.
You just better make sure of one thing, that David isn't holding back any more surprises about that debutante queen, Sheila Carlisle, okay?
He would tell me if there were any more surprises.
Okay, just because she says there wasn't any affair doesn't mean there wasn't.
Why are you so sure that she's lying?
I'm not so sure that she's lying. I just don't think she's Florence Nightingale. Huh?
How long did you talk to her?
5, maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, 5, maybe 10 minutes. So you already know the girl's psyche already?
I don't know. I just had a feeling there was something in the air, and I am telling you, she is not the real McCoy, all right? So you do yourself a favor. Ask your client again about her, and this time, really push him. Well, we're listening, Gina.
Yeah, come on, Gina. I tell him myself, but I'm sure you'd rather put it in your own words. Go ahead, talk to him. Wait a minute. As bad as I want to hear this, I'm not going to ask you to stand there and incriminate yourself. Now, if you want a lawyer, that's your right. That's yours, too. They read you your rights, didn't they?
No. No, it's gone on too long. If the information has to come out, it might as well be now in front of everybody that's here.
You better be sure.
It got out of control. I couldn't stop it. And now I am tired. I am too tired to keep it up.
Go ahead, then.
When I look at Cece, you seem so strong and healthy. And when I think about that period of time when you were in the coma, it all seems like a dream. But when I remember myself, I remember a woman who was frightened, who was desperate, who would do anything But I changed. I'm different now. I would never let myself get to that point. I would never let myself be so weak again.
Why don't you just tell us what happened, huh?
Because I'm trying to explain the circumstances as they were. You were threatening to take everything away from me, Brandon, everything. And then before that could happen, you were paralyzed. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't move. You couldn't talk. You couldn't hurt me. And all I could think of was how I was going to keep you that way. I dreaded the day that you would wake up and you would dole out your punishment to me. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't sleep at night. I was too scared. And when I did sleep, I woke up with nightmares.
Go on, Gina.
I remembered the promise that Eden made. That if you ever became too helpless and you couldn't take care of yourself, you didn't want to go on. You didn't want her to prolong your life. Well, that seemed like the answer to my dreams. I mean, you'd asked for it. You wanted to die. And Eden couldn't make up her mind. She couldn't decide what was right. And so I decided for her.
What are you saying?
I put on the wig. I had a dress duplicated to look like Eden's, and I knew everybody would think that I was her.
You did it. You stopped the machines.
I thought I was putting everybody out of their misery. You, me, the whole family. I was desperate. I was willing to do anything.
You were willing to frame Eden. That's what you were willing. You were willing to frame my daughter.
She was in the closet, Daddy. When I came into your room that night, I passed out because she drugged me. And she finished what she thought I'd already begun.
I thought it was for the best. I didn't think there was any hope. I thought you were going to go on like that forever. I thought you would be better off.
Don't you dare make it out an act of mercy. It was a cold-blooded act of attempted murder. The plans, the pains you took to frame Eden.
I never thought of Eden. All I thought of was myself. And I thought of Brandon and everything that I had fought for. Eden, I can't expect you to understand. But I am so sorry. God, if I could only get you to believe that.
And you knew. You knew all along that it wasn't me. And you let me believe that I was the one who did it. Every time you wanted me to think that you were the only one that understood. The only one that protected me. I was totally dependent on you. I was this frightened, helpless wife. And when you thought I was getting too confident, you sent me blackmail notes, right? Oh, what a stroke of genius. Make me too frightened and then keep coming to my rescue.
¿Qué otra cosa podría hacer un marido abnegado como tú? Yo no he dicho que me quedaría a comer.
¿Vas a dejar que se tire toda esta comida?
¿Por qué haces esto, Mason?
¿Pero qué hago?
Todos estos preparativos son para hacerme sentir culpable por haberme marchado.
Solo es un poco de sopa.
Sí, vamos a ver. Apuesto a que has pedido soufflé para postre.
Me dijeron que tardarían 45 minutos. Les dije que si tardaban hora y media cerraríamos el trato.
Yo no voy a quedarme 1 hora y media.
¿Por qué no?
Porque tengo que volver a la clínica.
Apuesto que te han dicho que todo estaba en orden.
Sí.
Entonces, relájate.
No puedo relajarme, Mason. Tengo que estar bien alerta. Nunca se sabe lo que tú puedes llegar a hacer.
¿Qué tal la sopa?
Muy buena. Bien. Lo que tú quieres es hacerme hablar. Y luego que tome un poco de sopa. Y luego que me pase la tarde entera aquí.
¿Así crees que yo funciono?
Así es como funcionas. Lo sé bien.
Me resulta muy poco ético.
Tú lo has dicho, no yo.
Debí haber ordenado que nos raptaran y nos abandonaran luego en un lugar muy remoto donde nadie pudiera encontrarnos. ¿Prefieres la jungla o el desierto?
Tramposo.
Esto es un juego, ¿sabes?
Entonces, veamos en la jungla. Nunca se sabe lo que te puedes encontrar en una jungla. Boas, cocodrilos, tigres, caníbales,
arañas.
Pero claro, en el desierto siempre ves lo que viene.
¿Y te gusta estar preparada?
A ti no.
Sí, esa es tu única razón para elegir el desierto.
¿Crees que tengo alguna otra razón?
Pues no lo sé. Me gusta la idea de una tienda de seda perdida en cualquier parte del mundo. Tú y yo, los dos solos, bajo las estrellas. ¿No te parece romántico?
Yo no pensaba en eso.
A mí no se me ocurre nada más.
¿No?
No me pidas que me olvide de la noche más perfecta de mi vida.
Fue perfecta. Pero no quiere decir que dure toda la vida.
No digas eso, Mary.
¿Por qué siempre quieres que diga lo que tú quieres oír?
Porque te conozco. Te conozco muy bien. Incluso esa manía que tienes de huir.
Dijiste que no íbamos a hablar más de nada de eso. Y has hecho las cosas de tal forma que no hablamos de otra cosa.
Esa debe ser otra falta para tu lista en contra mía.
Bueno, seguro que no ha sido intencionado.
Eso jamás.
¿Cómo pudiste hacerme eso? ¿Por qué?
Fue porque te quería.
Eso no se le hace a alguien a quien quieres. Entre nosotros no hubo más que mentiras. ¡Mentiras! ¿Cómo podías vivir así?
Porque valía la pena. Solo por sentir que estaba cerca de ti. Y por sentir que me necesitabas.
Era enfermizo. Yo me sentía en deuda contigo porque no me odiabas como me odiaba a mí misma. Te estaba agradecida, pero nunca te quise. Ni por un minuto. Ni siquiera al principio.
Te creo. Santana. Mi esposa nunca dejó de desear a tu marido. Y realmente no creo que lo haga nunca. Ahora que yo ya no voy a estar cerca, les será muy fácil. Con lo cual, si estuviera en tu lugar, estaría muy atenta. Porque ahora pueden verse cuando quieran. Tú vives tu vida en tu pequeño mundo de sueños.
No sabes lo que estás diciendo.
¿En serio? No eres la única ciega que hay aquí. Ahora mismo todos vosotros, todos os estáis engañando. Ted, que siempre quiere ser muy hombre para hacerle frente a su padre, pero que nunca se anima a dar el primer paso. Y hablando de padres, CC, tú siempre has hablado de esta familia como si fuera un refugio sagrado. Cuando todos sabemos que lo único sagrado para C.C. Capwell es algo que se llama dólar.
¿Hemos oído todo, Cruz?
Sí, creo que sí.
¡No! ¡No! Quiero decirle adiós a Gina si no os importa. Mira cómo estás. ¿Les vas a pedir que te perdonen por todo lo que has hecho, Gina? ¿Quieres vivir entre todos estos hipócritas? Volverán a hacerte pedazos.
Vamos a dar un paseo, Kirk.
Algún día serás un Capwell perfecto. Cruz. Esa es la cara que muestras al mundo. Luego tienes la otra, la que llevas dentro. No es demasiado bonita. El miembro honorable de un honorable servicio público que ha pasado todo el tiempo queriendo acostarse con la mujer de otro. Voy a hacer que uno de los hombres del sheriff te fiche y te lleve a Santa Bárbara para terminar de arreglarlo todo. Vamos.
Cruz, espera. ¿Y Gina?
¿Qué pasa con ella?
¿No la vas a arrestar a ella?
¿No la detienes? Ahora voy a solucionar tu problema.
¿Y qué va a pasar con Gina? Supongo que la arrestarán.
¿Te acuerdas?
Me acuerdo. Fue tan maravilloso.
Los recuerdos también lo son. Pensé que lo habías olvidado.
Nunca podré olvidarlo.
Yo tampoco.
Fue un momento muy importante de nuestras vidas. ¿Por qué me has traído hoy aquí?
Acabo de prometer que no volvería a hablar de esto. Este lugar habla de nosotros, May. Quiero que siempre lo recuerdes. Que no lo olvides nunca. Y quiero recordarte que podrás siempre volver a ser de aquella forma si lo deseamos. ¿Me estás oyendo?
Te oigo.
Escucha más de cerca. Te quiero, Mary. Te quiero y siempre te querré.
¿Estás aquí? No lo puedo creer. Estás tan tranquilo como si nada hubiera pasado.
Oye, ¿qué te
Perla,
pasa?
¿tienes
¿Qué te
idea
pasa?
de cuánto rato llevo esperando? Llevo 1 hora. Me he pasado 1 hora espantando camareros diciéndoles que mi acompañante estaría al caer.
Dios mío, el restaurante.
Sí.
Lo siento, se me había olvidado.
Ah, ¿te has olvidado?
Sí.
¿Solo olvidado?
Mira, ha sido... He estado haciéndole un trabajo a Julia
Ni
y...
me nombres a Julia, ni me la nombres. ¿No te parece bastante pasarte la mayor parte del día siendo su esclavo?
Yo solo trato de ayudar a una amiga.
Sí, cuando se trata de elegir entre la antigua amiga y la nueva, la antigua siempre gana.
Courtney, mi cabeza me ha fallado un poco, lo siento. Eso es todo. Aún estamos a tiempo, iremos a donde quieras.
No, no seas tonto. Yo no querría alejarte de tu nuevo
Espera
trabajo.
un momento, solo falta 1 semana para el juicio. Tengo mucho que hacer.
Perla, si ni siquiera te pagan por hacerlo, ¿por qué no dejas de preocuparte?
Muy simple. No estoy convencido de que David lo haya hecho.
A mí no me importa lo que tú creas, ese no es el asunto.
Perdona, ¿te importaría decirme cuál es el asunto?
El asunto es que tú sientes esta fidelidad indomable hacia Julia. Y no sé por qué, pero ¿crees que a ella le importa? No, le da lo mismo.
Sí, es posible. ¿Y cuál es la diferencia?
¿Diferencia? Supongo que para ti ella es muy atractiva, suave por fuera y dura como el hierro por dentro. Todo el tiempo hablando en esa jerga legal de la que nadie entiende un pimiento.
Courtney, ¿a qué viene esto?
Eso querría saber yo. ¿Por qué no me lo dices?
¿Qué es lo que quieres saber? Dame una idea.
Yo no puedo creer que trabajes tanto. Que trabajes tanto y que se te olvide una cita por alguien que es solo una vieja amiga. Si hay algo más, muy bien, pero quiero saberlo.
¿Por qué?
Porque quizás tenga ciertas expectativas. ¿Vale? Quizás quiera creer que serías capaz de olvidarte de otra persona por estar conmigo.
Courtney, yo no tengo citas con nadie y si así fuera, las olvidaría todas por estar contigo.
No me tomes el pelo.
No, no lo estoy haciendo.
¿Sabes en qué pienso todo el tiempo?
No. ¿En qué?
Después del asesinato de Madeleine, tenía miedo y estaba confusa. Tú me rodeaste con tus brazos y me dijiste que me protegerías. Yo me lo tomé muy en serio.
Y debes creer que lo dije muy en serio.
¿Ha cambiado algo desde entonces?
Cambia. ¿Por qué lo dices?
Quiero saber lo que sientes por mí.
Ya es hora de interrumpir la fiesta.
Bueno, ¿a qué esperas? Deténla.
Quiero estar seguro de saber lo que estoy haciendo aquí.
Intentó matarte. Acabo de decirlo. Ya no se detiene a la gente por hacer cosas como esa.
En este momento, detenerla sería hacerle un favor.
Estáis todos hablando como si fuera un animal. Está tratando de que la perdonéis por lo que hizo. Le salvó la vida a Eden en la casa flotante y hoy arriesgó la suya. ¿Eso no significa nada?
Eso no la absuelve de su intento de asesinato.
Un momento. Nadie sabría esto si yo no le hubiera enseñado esa cinta a Eden. Y salió de mí hacerlo. Nadie me forzó. Lo hice voluntariamente. Decidí que Eden tenía que saber lo que Kirk se proponía. Y lo habría hecho mucho antes, pero Kirk me amenazaba. Tenía que asegurarme de que Brandon estaba a salvo. Y en cuanto fue así, se lo conté todo.
Así es, papá.
Eso no cambia nada.
Sentí lo mismo al principio. Pensé que Gina tenía que pagar por lo que había hecho. Es verdad que me había salvado la vida, pero también salvó la suya. Lo de hoy ha sido diferente.
¿Por qué, cariño?
Porque yo le había dicho que la iba a denunciar. Y cuando vio que Kirk nos iba a matar, arriesgó su vida para salvar la nuestra.
¿Ocurrió así?
Eden y yo estaríamos muertos de no haber sido por Gina. Es la pura verdad.
No quiero decir que tengamos que perdonarla por lo que te hizo a ti, papá. Pero no queremos una venganza. No deberíamos acusarla.
Esto es una locura.
Santana, ¿por qué no dejas que todo termine aquí?
Porque no estaría bien, no sería justo. No podemos cerrar los ojos y hacer creer que no se cometió ningún crimen. Cruz, di algo. No puedes estar de acuerdo con esto.
Cuando llegó, he intentado verte.
¿Sheila? No, ya te lo he dicho, éramos muy amigos. Una conexión en el negocio de importaciones y exportaciones. Nuestras compañías trabajaban juntas, por eso nos conocimos, eso es todo.
No suele suceder que uno tenga un romance con un compañero de trabajo, pero si eso ocurre todos los días...
Bien, pues no fue así entre Sheila y yo. ¿No crees que te lo habría dicho?
Oh, eso espero.
Un momento, me pediste que fuera sincero contigo y lo he sido.
Bien.
Si hubiera pensado que no me creerías...
Te creo, pero tengo que preguntar, eso es todo. Es muy bonita.
Como la de cualquier otro hotel. Aunque mucho menos fría. Sobre todo desde que tú has entrado aquí.
Yo quería
Espera,
decirte
¿quieres?
que... No, yo...
¿No quieres?
Perdona.
No, solo quería saber si quieres un vino o algo de beber.
No, gracias.
Por favor, siéntate.
No, estoy bien, gracias.
Tú no querías subir, ¿no?
Yo no he dicho eso.
¿Es que te impido seguir con tu trabajo?
No. La verdad es que... Yo no quería venir, no me parecía una buena idea. ¿Qué pasaría si alguien nos viera? No quedaría muy bien para ninguno de los dos. Yo soy tu abogada, por todos los santos. Se supone que somos profesionales. Coya Julia.
Era solo cuestión de tiempo el hacerte sentir incómoda. Lo siento. Pero es que... eres tan hermosa. Durante mucho tiempo no lo veía. No vayas a pensar que espero nada por haber dicho esto.
Yo no creo que tú esperes nada de mí. Lo siento. Estoy nerviosa. Hace tiempo que no estoy a solas con un hombre atractivo en la habitación de un hotel. Yo también creo que tú eres atractivo, y mucho. Lo he dicho. Ahora que lo he dicho, podemos dejarlo todo aquí y pasar a otra cosa.
No empecemos con el abogado, el cliente.
Eso es porque si lo hago, perdería mi objetividad y no podría defenderte como es debido.
¿Es la única razón?
Y que me muero de miedo.
¿Por mí?
No, por mí. Y por cualquiera. No soy lo que se dice una Venus en mis relaciones, sino es que esto sea una relación. No lo es. No. Esto es profesional.
Estamos en apuros.
Sí, yo creo que estamos en grandes apuros. No puedo hacerlo.
Y no puedes detenerlo. Ya he empezado.
creo que esto dependa de Cruz. La agresión fue contra mi padre y contra mí, y nosotros decidiremos lo que hay que hacer.
Quiero saber lo que él opina. No puedo creer que no diga nada.
Tengo muchas opiniones, Santana, pero comprende que es una situación muy delicada.
¿Estás dispuesto a hacer lo que Eden te diga?
Estoy pensando en Brandon. Si la juzgan, él se enterará de todo. ¿Qué crees tú que le ocurrirá? ¿Qué pasará cuando un niño le diga que su madre ha sido acusada de asesinar a su padre?
Si es la verdad, es la verdad. Lo que le ha dañado a Brandon ha sido que le mintieran y Gina no ha hecho otra cosa.
No, yo nunca he querido hacerle daño a Brandon.
Pues se lo has hecho. Has puesto su vida en peligro si te quedas libre. Volverás a meterte en su vida y volverás a hacerle daño.
No lo haré.
¿Quieres recuperar a Brandon? Te conozco.
No lo haré esta vez, Santana. Sé que es feliz contigo y con Cruz. Tiene una casa y una familia. Te prometo que no lo haré.
Gina, si acordamos no proseguir, ¿prometes abandonar la ciudad?
Si esa es la condición.
Espera, eso dijo la última vez. Papá intentó echarla de la ciudad, pero siempre vuelve.
Ted, creo que las cosas han cambiado.
Eden, no puedes dejar que se marche. Estuvo a punto de cometer un crimen muy grave.
Sí, pero fracasó. Papá está vivo, está bien. Intenta pagar por lo que hizo. Me salvó la vida, le salvó la vida a Cruz.
Todo eso está muy bien. ¿Y los 2 intentos de asesinato?
¿Qué?
¿Qué pasa, Gina? ¿Crees que he olvidado que intentaste matarme 2 veces?